part of Nagel's explanation for what went wrong, perhaps, in Weinberg, Nichols, and Stitch's findings has to do with the idea that people from Asian, East or South Asian cultures were less motivated to answer the questions in the survey than those of European descent. A couple of you asked questions about this possible explanation she gives. Somebody says, I don't really understand Nagel's explanation of the different motivations being the reason behind Weinberg, Nichols, and Stitch's findings. Doesn't the reason she gives that Asians are less likely to be humanities majors reflect the notion that there's a difference in thinking across culture? And maybe it does. Maybe that reflects a difference in thinking across culture. Maybe it's not a difference in thinking. Maybe it's just mere social pressure or economic pressure or something like this. But maybe it is a true difference in thinking across culture. What that doesn't show, though, and what she's concerned with, that does not show that there's a difference in intuitions about cases like Gettier cases, that there's a definite difference in intuitions about cases involving skepticism or involving reliabilism. It doesn't show that. Now, it might show that there's a difference in the way people from different backgrounds think about what they should major in on the whole, but that's not a difference in intuitions about particular cases that are relevant to epistemology. Somebody else said, in regard to Nagel's objection that Weinberg, Nichols, and Stitch's results were caused by differences in motivation, if the subjects came to different results about their judgment of knowledge in certain cases, then does it matter what caused them to do so? If the fact that East Asian students were more likely to be STEM majors versus humanities majors is the explanation, doesn't that mean that they have a different intuitive judgment anyway because of their different kinds of educations? And this is an interesting question, but I think the questioner isn't quite interpreting what Nagel is saying here. Nagel's not saying that East Asian students had a different intuition about the cases, the Gettier case, say, than students of European descent because they were more likely to be science majors. She's not saying that. What she's saying is they're more likely to just not care about the question and just randomly fill out an answer. So they're not even asking. Her hypothesis is they're not even asking themselves, does the person have knowledge in this case? They're just saying, this is boring, I'm going to click this button. And so it would be really interesting if people who majored in science and people who majored in the humanities had different intuitions about Gettier cases or clairvoyance cases or zebra cleverly disguised mule cases. That would be really interesting. But that's not what she's saying happened here. And that would matter for epistemology. That would really make us worry in the way Weinberg, Nichols, and Stitch want. But what she's saying is not that what you major in either affects your intuitions or is correlated with your intuitions about these cases. What she's saying is humanities majors might just be more interested in the task and truly give their intuitions rather than being bored and just randomly filling out the survey, while science, technology, engineering, mathematics majors might not be interested enough to even report their intuitions, to even do anything more than randomly fill out the survey.